Hello and a warm welcome to everyone joining me today. I am Dr. Caroline Bennett. Today, we are going to have a very serious and intimate conversation about a feature of your face that holds immense power. It is a feature that can light up a room, convey warmth without a single word being spoken, and serve as the universal language of connection. I am talking, of course, about your smile. In my years of practice and research into longevity and aesthetic health, I have observed a recurring theme. We spend a tremendous amount of time and resources caring for our skin, worrying about wrinkles, and selecting the perfect wardrobe. Yet, many of us neglect the one accessory we wear every single day. A bright, healthy smile is often cited in psychological studies as the #1 indicator of youth and vitality. Conversely, a smile that has become dull, yellowed, or gray can subconsciously signal age and declining health, often unfairly so. As we navigate the years past 40 and 50, we often find ourselves standing in front of the mirror, examining our reflection with a critical eye. You might notice that the bright, white smile you took for granted in your 20s has slowly faded. It has been replaced by a darker, more yellowed tone. You might find yourself smiling with your mouth closed in photos, or covering your mouth when you laugh. This loss of confidence is heartbreaking because it dims your light. The marketplace knows this insecurity well. Walk down the aisle of any pharmacy, and you are bombarded with a dizzying array of whitening toothpastes, charcoal powders, expensive strips, and blue light gadgets. They all promise a Hollywood smile in mere days. But as a clinician, I must tell you the truth. Many of these commercial products are either ineffective, containing abrasive particles that scratch your enamel, or they are chemically harsh, leading to painful sensitivity that makes drinking a glass of cold water an agonizing experience. Today, I want to cut through the marketing noise and bring you back to the science. I want to share with you a dentist's secret, a formulation based on the fundamental principles of dental chemistry. This is not a magic hack from social media. This is a controlled, scientific protocol that mimics professional whitening treatments, but uses accessible ingredients in safe concentrations. We are going to create a potent, oxygenating paste that lifts years of stains without destroying the structural integrity of your teeth. The base of our protocol is a humble ingredient, sodium bicarbonate. But the catalyst, the secret ingredient that activates the whitening process, is hydrogen peroxide. Before we mix anything, however, you need to understand the biology of your teeth. Without this knowledge, you are flying blind, and that is when damage happens. Let us take a microscopic journey into the architecture of a human tooth. A tooth is not a solid block of white stone. It is a complex, layered organ. The layer you see, the part that meets the world, is the enamel. Enamel is a biological marvel. It is the hardest substance in the human body, composed of 96% minerals, primarily hydroxyapatite crystals. Under a microscope, enamel looks like a dense forest of hexagonal prisms. Here is the crucial physics lesson. Enamel is semi-translucent. It is like frosted glass. It has a slight blue-white tint, but it is not opaque. Directly beneath the enamel lies the dentin. Dentin is the main body of the tooth. It contains microscopic tubes called tubules, which connect to the nerve. Dentin is living tissue, and importantly, its natural color ranges from deep yellow to light brown. So, why do teeth turn yellow as we age? It is a twofold process involving both extrinsic and intrinsic factors. First, let's talk about extrinsic staining. This is the external accumulation of debris. Every time you enjoy a cup of coffee, a glass of red wine, dark tea, soy sauce, or dark berries, you are introducing chromogens into your mouth. Chromogens are intensely pigmented chemical compounds that love to bind to the protein pellicle, a thin film of saliva that coats your teeth. Over time, these pigments get trapped in the microscopic rough spots of your enamel, creating a dark, dingy curtain over your smile. This is essentially dirt on the window. Second, and more profoundly, we have intrinsic aging. This is a physiological change. Over decades of chewing, grinding, and acid exposure, your outer layer of enamel naturally wears down and becomes thinner. As the frosted glass of the enamel gets thinner, it becomes more transparent. Simultaneously, the dentin underneath tends to grow thicker and darker as a protective mechanism called secondary dentin formation. So you have a darker yellow core showing through a thinner, more transparent window. This creates the perception of a yellow tooth. The protocol I am teaching you today is designed to aggressively target the extrinsic stains, cleaning the window thoroughly, and to provide a mild oxidative effect on the organic pigments trapped within the enamel structure. It will restore your teeth to their natural brightness, removing the veil of age and diet. Now let's analyze our ingredients through the lens of biochemistry to understand why this specific combination is safe when used correctly, and why others are dangerous. Our first hero is sodium bicarbonate, commonly known as baking soda. I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Bennett, isn't baking soda abrasive? Won't it scratch my teeth? This is a valid concern, and I am glad you are cautious. However, in the world of material science, we measure hardness using the Mohs scale. On this scale, diamonds are a 10. Healthy dental enamel ranks about a 5. Baking soda particles rank only at a 2.5. Physically, baking soda is significantly softer than enamel. When it is wet, it becomes even gentler. It cannot scratch healthy enamel if used with low pressure. Its power lies in two other properties. First, its crystalline structure acts as a gentle polishing agent, physically disrupting the bonds of the sticky biofilm and the chromogens attached to it. Second, and perhaps more importantly, it is alkaline. It has a high pH. This alkalinity neutralizes the acidic environment in your mouth, an environment where cavity-causing bacteria like Streptococcus mutans thrive. By raising the pH, you are not just whitening, you are creating a hostile environment for bacteria and protecting your enamel from acid erosion. Our second hero, the activator, is hydrogen peroxide 3% concentration. This is the standard antiseptic liquid found in brown bottles. In professional dentistry, we use peroxides, either hydrogen or carbamide, for all whitening procedures. Why? Because peroxide is an oxidizing agent. When hydrogen peroxide comes into contact with tissue or organic material, it breaks down rapidly into water and oxygen. In this process, it releases unstable free radicals, specifically perhydroxyl radicals. These tiny, energetic molecules are small enough to penetrate the micropores of the enamel rods. Once inside, they hunt down the large, long-chain carbon molecules that make up the pigments, the stains. These radicals attack the chemical bonds that hold the color molecules together. They literally snap the bonds. When a large, dark molecule is broken into smaller pieces, it loses its ability to absorb light and becomes colorless. The stain is not just washed away, it is chemically dismantled. This is the gold standard of whitening. Now, I must pause for a critical warning. You will see countless videos on the internet, often by influencers with no medical background, telling you to mix baking soda with lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, or strawberries. As your doctor, I am telling you, do not do this. Lemon juice is citric acid. Vinegar is acetic acid. When you mix an acid with a base like baking soda, you get a fizzy reaction that looks impressive. But what you are actually creating is a demineralizing cocktail. Acid chemically dissolves the calcium and phosphate bonds in your enamel. It strips away the surface of your tooth. Yes, your teeth might look whiter initially, but that is because you have etched away the top layer of your tooth structure. This damage is irreversible. Enamel does not grow back. The surface becomes rough and porous, which means it will stain even faster in the future, creating a vicious cycle of damage. Our protocol uses peroxide, which works by oxidation, not by acid erosion. Let us move to the practical application. This is a medical protocol, not a daily beauty hack. It requires precision. The luminous smile protocol. Frequency. This is a shock treatment. It should be performed no more than once every 10 to 14 days. This is crucial. If you use this daily, the constant oxidation will irritate your gingival tissue gums, alter your oral microbiome, and potentially lead to dental hypersensitivity. Moderation is the key to safety. The ingredients: 1 level teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate, pure food-grade baking soda. Ensure it is a fine powder, not coarse granules. 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide. Standard 10 volume solution. Do not use higher concentrations like those found in hair bleach, 20 or 30 volume, as they will cause chemical burns. A small, clean glass or ceramic bowl. A manual toothbrush with soft bristles. Avoid electric toothbrushes for this, as the vibration is too aggressive. The preparation. Place the baking soda into your small bowl. Add the hydrogen peroxide slowly, a few drops at a time. Use the handle of your toothbrush to mix it. You are not looking for a liquid or a soup. You want to create a cohesive paste, similar in consistency to commercial toothpaste or a thick facial mask. You might see a little bit of bubbling. This is excellent. It means the oxygen is being released and the product is active. The application technique. Dry the surface. This is a pro tip. Take a clean tissue or a paper towel and wipe the front of your teeth to remove excess saliva. Saliva contains enzymes that break down peroxide and dilute the mixture. Applying it to dry teeth makes it exponentially more effective. Apply the paste. Scoop up a generous amount of paste with your toothbrush or a clean finger. Apply it to the facial surface of your teeth, the social 6 or 8 teeth that show when you smile. The zero pressure rule. This is where you must be careful. Do not scrub. Do not scour. Place the bristles against your teeth and use a tiny, vibratory circular motion. Imagine you are massaging a tomato skin, and you don't want to break it. You are simply moving the oxidizing agents around to ensure even coverage. The dwell time. Once the paste is applied, stop brushing. Retract your lips in a wide, possibly awkward smile. You want to keep the paste on the enamel and away from your lips and gums as much as possible. Let it sit there and fizz quietly for 60 seconds. If you have thick enamel and no sensitivity, you can push this to 90 seconds, but never exceed 2 minutes. The removal. Lean over the sink and spit the mixture out completely. Rinse your mouth vigorously with lukewarm water multiple times. You want to ensure every single particle of baking soda and every trace of peroxide is gone. Run your tongue over your teeth. You will feel a sensation of smoothness that is quite unlike anything you get from regular brushing. The teeth will feel like polished glass. The post-treatment step. Your enamel pores are now clean and open. It is vital to rehydrate and remineralize them. Brush your teeth gently with your regular fluoride or hydroxyapatite toothpaste. This helps to seal the dentinal tubules and prevent any transient sensitivity to cold air or water. Safety protocols and contraindications. As Dr. Bennett, I have a duty of care to you. This treatment is safe for the majority of people, but there are specific groups who must avoid it. 1. Gum health. Hydrogen peroxide is a tissue irritant. If it touches your gums for too long, you might see white patches appear. This is called blanching. It is caused by oxygen bubbles trapped under the top layer of gum tissue. Do not panic. It is temporary and usually fades within 30 minutes. However, if you have active gingivitis, bleeding gums, or open sores in your mouth, do not use this treatment. It will sting and cause inflammation. 2. Dentinal hypersensitivity. If you are someone who already winces when you drink ice water or eat hot soup, this indicates that your enamel is thin or your gum line has receded, exposing the root surface. Do not use hydrogen peroxide. The oxidizers will travel straight down the tubules to the pulp nerve and cause a zing of pain. For you, sticking to plain baking soda and water for a gentle polish is safer, or consult your dentist for desensitizing treatments first. 3. The fake tooth reality. Please listen closely. Whitening chemistry works only on natural tooth enamel. It does not work on ceramics, porcelain, or composite resin. If you have a crown, cap, veneers, or a white filling on a front tooth, this paste will whiten your natural teeth, but the artificial tooth will stay exactly the same color. This can lead to a mismatch where your dental work looks yellow compared to your newly whitened natural teeth. If you have extensive dental work in your smile zone, consult a professional before whitening. 4. Orthodontics. If you or your teenager has braces, do not use this. You will whiten the area around the bracket, and when the braces come off, there will be a permanent dark square in the center of the tooth. Wait until the orthodontic treatment is complete. 5. Diet aftercare. For at least 2 hours after this treatment, and ideally 24 hours, your teeth are more susceptible to staining because the pores are open. Avoid what we call the white shirt diet. If a food would stain a white shirt, don't eat it. No coffee, no tea, no red wine, no curry, no blueberries. Drink only water. My friends, your smile is a powerful tool. It connects you to others, it expresses your joy, and it reflects your confidence. Reclaiming the brightness of your smile is not just about vanity. It is about feeling like yourself again. It is about looking in the mirror and seeing vitality. This protocol I have shared is a tool. Like any powerful tool, it must be used with respect and understanding. Enamel is a precious, non-renewable resource. Treat it like a diamond. Polish it, care for it, but never, ever abuse it. I hope you will try this luminous smile protocol with the mindfulness and caution I have described. If you found this deep dive into dental science helpful, and if you appreciate an approach to beauty that prioritizes health and safety, please consider subscribing to the channel. I share these insights because I believe you deserve to look and feel your best at every age. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried home whitening before? What was your experience? Did you fall for the lemon juice myth in the past? Let's discuss it. I am Dr. Caroline Bennett. Your health, your longevity, and your radiant smile are my passion. Take care of your enamel, smile often, and I will see you in the next video.